universe as big as infinity, you'll find happiness in the smallest things. In gratitude, in a heartfelt nearness of friendship, in merry laughs and smiles of gladness, in love flowing in your veins, in blinking eyes chasing the moments of grace, in setting your heart on fire, a burning forest yearning to finish what it started. There will come times of unimaginable events, but we'll be standing here to reset the pulse of history.
Super. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be in the world. My name is Arthur Zavlocki, and I'll be your presenter for this evening, for this presentation. What you are about to see is something that I came across towards the end of March, and something that I really, really badly needed. Because back then we started to see the signs of Corona, and back then I simply could not find the right opportunity to focus on, because I'm typically very selective. I'm typically being very careful as to what I do. So I actually moved away and started doing other things, but I saw that they aren't generating the income that I really badly needed. Our expenses were way higher than the income, that our household income, and without this, I don't know what we would have done. We would have been in some seriously crazy situation. And we all knew back then, back in March already, what's going on in the world. The lockdowns have started. And honestly, right now, the situation doesn't seem particularly better. The lockdowns still are in place. Governments are about to stop support that they are providing for their citizens. And there are millions of people that are losing their jobs right now. People are realizing that they need to find something else, that they need to start generating income outside of that one source of income that people seem to be used to these days, that comes from a job or maybe even some type of government assistance, because that's going to be put on hold very soon. And believe me, what we saw back in March was that rough diamond. We knew that the potential is there, but things looked a little bit shaky back then. So we've been working extremely hard for the last 4 or 5 months with the corporate team to get everything ready. And right now the pre-launch has started. This is insane. You will see what's going on. You'll see what these guys are working on. Just one more second. I will just make sure that I've got one little short video that I'm going to play for you towards the end. So just be sure that you stay. This is going to be a short presentation. We don't like them to be excessively long. Everybody's got stuff going on. So I appreciate you for actually being here, for being on this call live. So without further ado, let's start this presentation. So the question that everybody's typically asking when they join presentations, when they join these sort of things, is this for me? Is this something that I could actually do? Is this something that I could make money based on my history, based on my experience, based on what I've done in the past? Are other people making money with this? So I'm going to answer all of these questions. I'm going to answer exactly whether you can make money, whether what you need to do to make money, and if there are other people. I'm going to be a little bit careful. Compliance, you know those things. Now, in case you wonder, right? So let's cover the first question. Is this for me? If you have a smartphone, if you have a laptop, if you have a desktop computer, any of these, then yes, this is for you. Anybody can do this with ease. This is extremely simple, extremely easy. Just look at these companies here: Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, Facebook. Then you've got new financial services like Coinbase, Revolut. What do they have in common? Without us, without people like you and me, these companies wouldn't be here. It's because we use their products and services. It's because we recommended, we shared products and services of these companies. That's exactly why we are that's exactly where they are today. It's because of us. So the company that I'm going to be talking about is called SuperOne. SuperOne is a mobile gaming and technology company, and what they are working on is a combination of two platforms. One is Netflix, the most popular streaming platform in the world, and the other one is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the most popular quiz show in the world that has been running for over 2 decades now. Netflix, categories of movies: thriller, action, documentary, drama, comedy, family, all these different categories of movies, and then dozens of movies inside of every category. Simple. The platform is divided into sections, and you just select a movie based on your interest. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Host and a participant. One participant out of thousands has been selected to play that game where he or she needs to answer 10 questions. If he or she does, they win $1 million. Simple thing. Everybody wants to take part. A very few, a tiny little percentage is able to. Despite this fact, this show is crazy. Countries are still playing it every single week. Every single week, there's somebody new taking part. So what SuperOne is working on is what they call a Netflix of mobile gaming. It's the game of money. So you're going to have also categories of games. So games will be divided into categories, but not those categories that you would normally see on platforms. Nothing to do with strategy, nothing to do with shooting, nothing to do with action or arcade, none of that. They are interest and knowledge-based games. So to do with music, to do with movies, to do with sport, to do with cars, to do with fitness, to do with diet. These will be the type of games. Therefore, you do not need any prior skill to play these games. You can just start, sign up, and then launch the game, and then immediately be equally successful as some of the people who have been playing these games for months or weeks. That's what's going to happen. And because everything is developed in-house, they have limited possibilities, limitless possibilities as to how this platform could develop. Now, games, initially they would look pretty simple. So when you hit the play button, the game loads, and then the first question shows up. And then all you have to do is swipe your finger across the screen towards yes or no. Is this Rihanna on this picture? If you had answered no, you would have been wrong. If you'd answered yes, you would have been right. Again, the clock starts when the first question loads. And then you're answering yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. The moment you finish answering your 10th question, the clock stops. And then the game compares. How many correct answers does this person have? 8 out of 10. Good. The other person, also 8 out of 10. Now, what's the time? This person finished answering questions in 11.2. This one in 10.9. This person was faster. That's the winner. That's it. So there are just two things that will determine who wins. How many questions you've answered correctly and how fast. And both of these are in your control. There is no gambling on the platform. Everything is out in our control. Every game will have a winner. There's always going to be somebody who answered more fastest. It could be you, it could be somebody else. Now, these images, they will come to life. There will be movement, there will be sound, there will be fireworks, all of these things. And look at the mechanics again, swiping. That's exactly what we do today on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Tinder, on Snapchat, on TikTok. That's exactly what we do. We just swipe our finger. Therefore, the learning curve is minimal. Anybody with ease can just come onto the platform and play. Now, people today already are spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars playing games without any expectation, just for fun or entertainment, and that's about it. Here, you can actually win amazing prizes. As you saw from that previous prize, you can actually win prizes, and prizes will range from holidays, adventures, experiences. There will be gadgets. But right now, because of this crazy Corona situation, there is just this one thing that people want more than anything else, and that's cash. And the vast majority of prizes will be cash. The vast majority of games will be cash-related games. So people will be able to win $10, $20, $50, $100, $2,000, $20,000, and as much as $1 million. And because there is no gambling on the platform, there's always a winner. If there is a game where somebody can win $1 million, guess what? Somebody is going to take that money. What will that do when the world finds out that somebody won $1 million playing this cash game inside of SuperOne? Like, how many people do you think this will attract? How many? Thousands? Millions? Now, again, this isn't just us saying that there is no gambling. They have a legal opinion, of course, from lawyers in London, Bird & Bird. So they've highlighted that there is no gambling. Intellectual property, that's also covered. Yes, they are allowed to use images of Rihanna, Van Diesel, and celebrities, actors, whatever, because they buy these images from Getty Images, the biggest stock company in the world. Now, this changed the game. This has increased the size, the magnitude, the power of this opportunity. We used to call it once in a decade type of a unicorn opportunity, where you don't see these things coming around too often. Now, genuinely, this is once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. And really pay attention, stay to the end. Don't think that I'm overhyping, because genuinely I don't. The gaming platform will be developed by this company called Fantasy. SuperOne is working with them, with their developers every single day. I'm seeing actually progress because I'm working very closely with the corporate team. It's incredible what these guys are doing. Fantasy is developing the gaming platform. And yes, you think, okay, what's the big deal? Who are these guys? I've never heard about them. That's a typical response. And that's how I responded initially, until I went on their website. Fantasy is one of these giants, absolute monster companies you don't really hear about normally, because they do things in the shadows. It's just like Oracle, for example, just like Zoom. Nobody really cares about Zoom, and everybody uses Zoom, right? It just became, this name became popular because we just say, oh, let's go on Zoom, and etc. But nobody really knows what's going on. It's like one of these quiet, like one of these quiet companies, like IBM. Like you don't really see them. They're not customer facing as much as other companies. But these guys have developed applications. This application that you're using every single day to connect, to speak with your friends on Facebook, guess who developed the Facebook app? Fantasy. So Fantasy developed apps for Facebook, for Microsoft, for Google, for Disney, for Netflix, LG, Huawei, Samsung, Tesla, Mitsubishi, Ford. We could go on. We can go on to tomorrow until I would finish listing all the clients of Fantasy. Now, 3.5 billion people, billion, this is not a mistake, it's billion. 3.5 billion people around the world use apps developed by Fantasy. There is no bigger app design company in the world. This is the biggest. This is the biggest. And it just so happens that Fantasy is working in SuperOne and they are developing the gaming platform for them. That's how big this is. Fantasy normally exclusively works with billion or near billion-dollar companies. And now they're also working with SuperOne. Fantasy.co is the website. Write it down. I do want you to go to this website after the webinar, not now. Let's finish this. But after this webinar, go on a website. Check, read, and then you will realize how big of a business this is. So let's carry on. There will be a lot of games to do with sport for obvious reasons. So Formula One, tennis, cricket, basketball, UFC, NFL, AFL, rugby, football, all of those things. Because sports have millions, sometimes billions of passionate fans. Fans that spend a lot of money on merchandise or season tickets, or even those special applications that they use just to be able to watch their favorite teams performing live, right? Just this one club, Manchester United. It's followed by 650 million people. In the UK, you only have 70 million people living. So just how big that fan base is outside of the UK. That's why sports, we're going to see a lot of sport-related games. Now, there will be other games. So capital cities of the world, nature, architecture, music, movies, cars, because not everybody's into sport after all. So they know this. Now, they've been working on this for quite a while. The company behind SuperOne called Mojo, they've been out there since 2013, 7 years. Mojo in 2017 launched this very first version of the game. That's when they settled on a trivia where you answer questions. That's when they settled on this concept. They decided, okay, that's the one. Let's work on it. Let's now see what we can do. They released this commercial version, but they knew back then they cannot do it on their own. 25,000 players played it, over 1 million gameplays. Pretty impressive, but they know that in a gaming space, it's not. Those numbers are not big at all. So in 2018, Mojo announced officially this new brand that launched in April 2018 called SuperOne. So SuperOne has been out there for almost 2.5 years now. And for the last 2.5 years, they've been polishing. They've been working on the concept of how this game exactly would look like. They've redeveloped the navigation. They changed it from tapping to swiping. Then also they spent the last 2 years working on figuring out how they're going to grow the community. because in SuperOne, the company decided that it's actually going to be us, you and me, who will be able to help the company to grow the community base, and we're actually receiving referral commissions for it, and be able to receive referral commissions for it. And those are not just a dollar here or there. You will see the numbers. This is the very first presentation where I'm actually going to show you the numbers, because I wasn't sure how to present it, and I think I have a pretty good idea now. In here, we are receiving compensation on ongoing basis. And because of this whole concept, because I'm sure that you now understand that it's all about having masses of players on the platform, the company right now is willing to pay crazy money to us for simply referring other people to the platform. Crazy money. And that's exactly why we decided, okay, this is ideal. This is very powerful. Now, there will be other things. There will be social media platform. There will be a social media platform where you'll be able to connect, create friends lists, see mutual friends, and also you will be able to play two-player. The social media platform will allow you to play two-player and multiplayer type of games inside of SuperOne. Because with this platform, using the social media module, the social media platform, you'll be connecting with people, and you're gonna be also able to see other people's profiles. So if you see this game, Hollywood movies game, $50,000, and then you notice, okay, I need somebody else to play with because this requires two players. So you start searching. You start checking your friends that you have inside of SuperOne. Okay, Emily, 93% success rate playing movie and TV type of games. It's unheard of. And that's what Victor decided to send a message. They're playing a game together and they can win the prize together. So those will be the type of things that you'll be able to do. Now, this is this slide that we are kind of unsure whether we want to show this to you or not, but most people get it. Most people, when you tell them influencers, think influencers, what these guys can do with a single post, a single message, a single tweet, or a single video, how many people they are able to attract to certain things. Look what's going on Instagram. Instagram is blowing up. The majority of the marketing budgets, that companies have right now, they actually spend on influencers rather than on TV and radio advertising, because they know that they can generate so much more from influencers than from any other thing. That's the power. That's exactly what happens. So imagine what these guys are going to do when the moment they're going to start sharing that they're playing games inside of SuperOne. This is going to be insane. So now this is this most important slide, the most important image that you're seeing here, because so games inside of SuperOne will cost between 10 cents and $2. Let's just go with $1 on average, $1 to play cash games, to be able to win money. But you're not spending dollars or pounds or euros. They actually have their own in-game currency, just like most apps today. They call them gaming credits. So if you want to play cash games, you need to be using gaming credits. If you don't have gaming credits, you need to get them. That's the only way for you to be able to win. And remember, you are in control of the outcome. So as long as you have these gaming credits, you can play these games and win a ton of cash. So how do you buy these gaming credits? You buy them right now simply by buying one of these available super wallets. That's what the company's calling them. That's what you can get, and that's where you get your gaming credits from right now. On top of that, the company's also giving away free bonus, which is digital tokens. That's what everybody's getting. Now, the number of gaming credits and tokens that come together with these packages called super wallets will be decreasing over time. Just, excuse me, I'm just gonna put it's been crazy nonstop. The amount of people that are seeing this now, it's insane. This is blowing up. So these packages called super wallets, right now, you can get at a 90% discount, 90% discount, because we are still a few months away from launching the platform. The gaming platform launches this year. I forgot to mention that earlier. In 2020, this gaming platform is going to be released. This is not one of these projects where you're going to be waiting 2 years. This year, the gaming platform is coming. It's going to be out. And because we're still some time away, the company is giving away these gaming credits at a 90% discount. So if I told you, would you prefer to spend the same amount of money right now and get 500 chances of playing those cash games, or would it be better if you actually had 5,000 chances? So 5,000 is you taking action right now. 500 if you're going to wait and take action later. Which one would you go for? 5,000 or 500? It's an obvious one. and it's going to make a lot more sense when I play you the video towards the end. Gaming credits are not just for playing games. You can use them to invite others to the platform. So you can be sharing these gaming credits with your friends and family members, 50 gaming credits to this person, 100 to this one, 200 to this one because you like them more. You can just give these gaming credits to other people. Every time when they receive, click on your link, special link, they're connected. You've just signed them up, you've just referred them, they are forever connected to you. Later on, you will actually be able to share just battle challenges. You can say to somebody that loves Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande or whatever, you can say to them, listen, I just played this game. I got 9 out of 10 questions in 11.5 seconds. There's no way you can beat me. And you're just sending them your link. Are they going to click on it? Of course they're going to click on it. You can literally, like anybody who's ever been involved in any type of referral-based system, can it be more fun than this? Just answer this question to me. Can it be more fun? Rather than dragging people to some hotel meetings for 2 hours in the middle of the night, you can actually just simply share a game and create your customer base. Why would you want that? Just keep on listening. It gets even better. Every time and then somebody you've referred, when they spend money on buying gaming credits, on using services on a platform, guess who's benefiting? You are. You creating this first, this is one out of many. This is a true passive income that you're creating from a digital global platform where there is no gambling, available to everybody. Everybody. Powered by fantasy. So you're easily creating your customer base. Like at that point, I probably could stop the presentation because you probably get just how insane this is. Second passive income stream, or near second. Not near second. This is second, near passive income. Now, the company will be generating the revenue, a lot of it, from the advertising, from people buying gaming credits, and from these services that will launch in the future, money, shopping, and travel. We don't talk about them just yet. There is no point. It's too early, but they will be generating some revenue from that. Whatever profit they have, they're going to be sharing with active digital token holders. There will be a little tiny slight requirement that you do something every single month, tiny. And then what the company is going to do, they're going to share the profit with you. And the more of these digital tokens you have, the bigger the slice of profit. That's what these tokens are for, and that only. There's no value associated. They are just for profit share. We are playing a very clean game over here. And just imagine that. Like the bigger the community, and you see, I'm sure that you get the power. Like the more people they're going to have on a platform, the bigger the number of players, the more revenue the company is going to be generating, and the bigger slice of profit. That's the power. Now, the reason why they have this slight element of activity is because, first of all, they want to make it super legal, and also certain religions, they require that the participants earn money from something that's been earned. That's why we want to truly open this up for everybody. Now you get it. The whole focus is on building the community. That's why they are paying us as much as 75% of all the package value that they received, all the money that comes from the packages, as much as 75% of that goes back to affiliates. And then the company always gets at least 25% for further development and other stuff and operations. But we get as much as 75%. Right now, SuperOne is in over 162 countries. We are just at the beginning. This is just the beginning. We spent months developing, working with the corporate, making sure everything is ready. Now we're starting. 30,000 of us about. This is just a tiny community. My personal expectation is that we're going to be way past 1 million by the end of this year, way past 1 million. And then once the game launches, we could literally double, go 5 times or 10 times overnight. Just think about it. Like once the gaming platform is out, all you got to do is share 5 invitations to play games with your friends and family members. And all of a sudden you've just invited 5 people. If everybody does that, we're moving from, let's say, 1 million people overnight to 5 million people. Can you imagine what's going to happen? That's how easy this genuinely could be. Like, we tend to be overcomplicating things, but this is an incredibly easy business. Now, these are the super wallets that you can buy, $100 and $500. And these are the key differences. Now, 500, if you looked at kind of proportional increase. So the 100, that's a fifth, 500 is 5 times bigger. But the number of gaming credits that you get with the 500 is not 5 times bigger. It's actually 6 times bigger. So you get way more gaming credits. You get 6 times more tokens on the 500 as well than on the 100. The 100 and 500 give you binary placement. They use a binary compensation system to be able to very professionally release commissions to affiliates. That's what the company does. And they've introduced several changes to be sure that they always get their share, we always get their share, and there's a lot more related to that. Just pay attention, it gets better. Now, the 100 package will give you access to 5 income streams. You can create up to 5 with this package. The 500 will give you access to up to 8. That's the difference. Now, every package comes with an income stream called Super Code. And another difference with the 500 is that the Super Code 100 that normally is only for 100 packages is also included in a 500 package. So 500 is like special, packaged, like packed super wallet. It's a new name that the company has introduced. I'm still getting used to it. So you're saving yourself $100. If you start on a 500, you don't actually ever have to buy the 100 at all, because all the benefits, including income streams and including gaming credits and tokens, are included in a 500 already. So you can start from a 500 and then you set. Supercode 500 income stream only in the 500 package. Founding member bonus, which will go away very soon. It's strict, it's very limited. This is only available from the 500. Performance pool bonus is only available for the 500. That's why the 500 is the most popular. Now, there are two additional packages, super wallets, 1,000 and 2,500. They are not for you right now. You cannot buy them right now. They're going to give you, of course, a ton more gaming credits that you can use for invites to build your customer base. You're going to get a ton more digital tokens. But the way we are structuring the system is that we don't want you to be using money out of your pocket and paying for those big packages. I think many of us are tired of those crazy startups that have launched in the past that extracted a ton of money from people and left them high and dry. So we've been making several changes these past few months to be sure that people realize just how different this is. We want you to be able to use simply your commissions that you earn and then get yourself onto those two, because there are 2 additional income streams that are released when you get to that level. But you don't have to if you don't want to, because packages that you saw are one time. If you ever just buy $100 package and that's going to be it, you're fine. You're still going to get money from these 5 income streams all the time. There is no monthly. There is no activation fee. You just buy that package, you're set. If you want to buy the 500 because you want to get additional income streams, you can. Again, there will be no monthly, no activation, none of that. These two, they're going to be helping you to make money faster. I'm going to explain exactly why in just a moment. How do you make money? I need to read this out. Again, we are being very ethical and compliant from that perspective. We need to be sure that we do this as well. So while we make every effort to ensure that we accurately represent all the products and services of SuperOne and the potential for income, it should be noted that earnings and income statements are estimates only. There is no assurance that examples of past earnings can be duplicated in the future. We cannot guarantee your future results and success as with any business. Your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. To be very blunt, to be very honest, we are being paid for building the community. If somebody is not building the community, like, will they make any money? I think you know the answer. So this is an easy thing, a simple thing that somebody can do. But if somebody comes in with an expectation that they will make money and they will do absolutely nothing, then that's not going to be the case. But somebody needs to buy for somebody needs to be paid. This is a real business. This is a powerful, insanely powerful, but real business. Now, here is something that I paid attention to the most initially, because I really desperately needed cash back in March. They pay commissions instantly. And let me highlight this to you in just a second. So real commissions are sent to your external wallet, not to some internal account. It's SuperOne. You don't do withdrawals here. You don't do withdrawals. The company pushes out the money to you the moment somebody buys a package. That's what happens. They literally take it. That's what they do. Just take it. That's what they do. They're pushing it out to you. And within seconds, you get it. You're going to get a notification, so you can't miss it. And believe me, that's going to be the first thing that you'll be doing every single morning. That's what I do. I just check what happened overnight. Insane. So somebody bought a package. Don't blink, because you're going to miss it. Now. And you just started receiving money to your external wallet. At this point, the money started coming in for that enrollment. You don't get paid weekly. You don't get paid every 2 weeks or a month. You don't ask for your money. You don't do a withdrawal. Somebody buys and they pay you straight away, whatever you're supposed to be getting. Whatever you're eligible for, that's what you're getting straight away. Like, in terms of payments, all payments are in Ripple, like government banking standard type of a cryptocurrency. Because with any other cryptocurrency, you couldn't do it at that speed. If you prefer, yeah, like, let's not even go there. So can it get any better than this in terms of payments? I tell you, it can't. Now, income streams, very quickly. We don't go deep into this. It's just, we want to keep it basic. Two income streams. One is active, means you refer, you make money. Leverage, people that work with you, they refer and you make money. Isn't that beautiful? You can be on a holiday, you can be in a gym, you can be sleeping, and the money keeps on coming in. Once you've done the work, once you've done some work, of course. Now, first one, faster bonus. You get paid on everybody. You bring one person, 5 people, 10, 15, 20, 2,000. Always you're going to get 5% of the package price. So $100, $5, easy. Active income, you do the work. Unlimited, you can be low rank, title, still get for every person that comes in that you enroll. Binary, this is when the leverage is starting to kick in. You activate, so you active income, you enroll, you make money. People you enrolled, they enroll, you make money. 10%, this is the only one where there's a cap, but there's only a limit as to how much you can earn, but no parts. So this does not depend on what package you have. It does not. You can be on 100 and you can still earn, I'm trying to be careful and not to say those big numbers just so that people aren't scared for whatever reason. Some people are, but a lot, like there's a lot of zeros and ones. So direct matching bonus, whatever the people that you enrolled, whatever they make, you make 30% of what they have made. If somebody makes $500 a week from the binary, you're going to make 30% of that, which is 150. Again, without you doing anything, because that's leveraged income. That's from their effort, not yours. Downline matching. So people further down your structure, your team, when they make money from the binary, you make 10%. And this goes up. This could be 7 levels. This could be hundreds of levels, because that's how this downline matching works. It's very, very interesting, very powerful. Performance pool, 3% of all the money they collect from package sales, 3% goes into a special pool. And this pool is very different to what you normally see. They reward performance. You can start right now. You watch the presentation, you think this is crazy, I must join. Let me in. You're joining. You start enrolling. You could be collecting the biggest checks because you're doing the most enrollments. That's how it is. It rewards people that do the work. That's what this performance pool is about. It makes no difference if you are the biggest leader with the biggest title, with the biggest team. If you do nothing, you get 0 from the performance pool. This pool rewards performance. That's how different this is. Now, every package comes with its own super code, with an exception of the 500, because the 500 includes these two. Supercode 100 and Supercode 500 included in a $500 package. This will be important for what I'm just about to show you. Active income and leveraged income, 10% of the package price. So $100, $10 commissions to you. Like, again, I can't show you my wallet. I've been here for a few months, so I've already, yes, it's exciting. That's all I want you to know. It's very exciting. Supercode 500, what's 10% from the 500? $50. $50 checks. Like, how many of them would you want a week? Like, it's up to you. It's up to you. You are in full control. Just like those players playing those games, they are in control of the outcome. You are in control. You can just pretty much write your own checks. How much money do you want to make? Just go and work, because you're going to make that money here. You can. It's up to you. $1,100 checks every single time. $100 released to you every single time. Just one commission a week. That's going to make you $100, just that one, out of 10 compensation plans, 10 different income streams. Supercode 2,500, that's $250 checks every time. When that is released, when somebody buys in your team and you're qualified. Now, founding member bonus, strictly limited, because there are just 1,000 seats and over 600 are taken, gone. So the founding member bonus will be scrapped very soon, forever. You will never see this on future presentations once we filled up the seats. And leveraged income, meaning you don't really do anything there. It's just the money comes in. The money's coming in from members of your team making money. 100% matching bonus, unlimited potential, and very limited. So how to activate the founding member bonus? This is the only one which we are describing because of that, because it's strictly limited. Soon it will be unavailable. You need to get the 500 package. And to activate it, you also need to enroll 3 people who will also buy 500 packages. You can have people enrolling with different packages in between, doesn't matter. Once you've got your 1, 2, and 3 on 500, then you'll become a founding member. And again, there are just 400 spaces left, less than 400 to be precise. Actually, that's as precise as I can be right now. Here's what you're making. Whatever these guys make from Supercode 500 income stream, like the entire income stream, whatever they make, you're making exactly 100% matching bonus. If this person that week made 150, 3 times 50, $150, how much are you gonna make? $150. The other person, 200. That's 200 to you on top. That person, 50. That person was a little bit quiet. That's another 50. That's $400 that week from just this one income stream, just this one. Leadership ranks. Now, to achieve the very first one, all you need is enroll 2 on at least $100. That's it. And then you become a star. If you help your 2, enroll 2 each, you're on a second rank already, and you're off to the races this quick. So that you're activating income streams every time when you reach a certain rank. Now, there are 10 ranks. I'm moving between the direct 150K and the legend like that all the time. So, and I've only been here for a few months. Guys, if anybody, if I can do it, coming from a freaking little village in Poland with 300 households and not a single stop sign, if I can do it, nobody's going to tell me that they can't. Nobody. Guys, seriously. Binary is the only one where there's a limit with regards to the cap. So the cap is based on your rank now, and there are 9 other income streams with unlimited income potential. Let me give you an example. Oh, 1 second, because there is more. There is more. I'm just going to make sure that we've actually activated it. I want you to. Oh, that's what it is. I've hidden these things because I want you to see. We're going to do, this is going to be the only way in which we're going to be presenting those things, because we don't want to be explaining compensation plan on this presentation. To be honest, I just want you to know that you can, as much as 75% of what the company is making, which is crazy. Now, here is what's possible. From one single enrollment that you're going to do. So this is an active income. So you do the enrollment. This is how much you can make from a single enrollment. This is an example. You're not going to be making it that initially just yet, but once you've activated certain things, you can do that pretty quick. That's what you can make. That's the potential. So you got the 500, you enrolled somebody on a 500 as well. $25 fast start bonus. That's the first one. Then you could potentially make another 50 on top from the binary. And then you could potentially make another 60 on top from the supercode bonus. How much is that? $165. How much is that times 30? 135 times 30. $4,000. $4,000 and $4,050 a month. Because again, remember that we're not being paid for 20 days. So you do the work. If you're working every single day. So now, let's just relax a little bit. Let's say you only have 1 hour you can do this business with. How many people could you speak with every day, or to invite them onto a webinar like this? An hour, on average, a conversation with somebody could last how long? 3 minutes? So in an hour, you could have 20 conversations. How many could you invite out of 20? 4 or 5 people? How many is that per week? Times 7? 5 times 7, 35. Out of that group of 35, how many people do you think would after watching this presentation, purchase a package? That's just working an hour a day. What if you worked, like, how much would you be willing to work per day? Let's ask me this question. Let's ask this question this way. If you knew that you could potentially earn $135 today, how much time would you be willing to spend in hours? 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours to make that kind of a part-time little gig? You're working 4 hours a day? That's what's possible. And that's, again, this is just your activity. I'm not even talking about leveraged income. The majority of income streams are actually leveraged. Once you've got a few people that do the same thing as you do, the money just keeps on coming in. And you could be in all sorts of different crazy places. Just imagine how quickly your income will escalate. You'll go up and it will go up. So this is a possibility of somebody from your team enrolling, not you, you're sleeping. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're sleeping right now. Somebody in your team just introduce somebody on a 500. And this is what you will get, not them. They're going to get their share as well. But this is what you could possibly get. $50 binary bonus, $15 direct matching bonus, $5 downline matching bonus, and then $50 founding member bonus. That's how much? $120. Imagine waking up to this commission, waking up tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, whatever, and you've just made $120 overnight from one person, enrolling one person. Let's go up. What if you have 5 people that did that overnight? Are you getting excited? I'm really hoping that you are. I don't think we need to be explaining this compensation plan in detail right now. Probably you're getting the power right now of what's going on and why I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about this. Let's go again. This slide is kind of behind, so let's go past this. So here's what you're getting right now. Again, a turnkey business with instant commissions. This is like buying a car. You just bought it, you have access to it, you're driving, but you didn't need to do the work. You didn't do the engineering, you didn't put the things together. Somebody else does it for you. Just like me, I will be doing presentations for you. You're just inviting. That's all you are doing. You're just inviting people onto presentations like this. Now, fun, exciting, and rewarding gaming platform. And this is what I need you to pay attention to this short video. I need to remind you who's building this gaming platform in case you wonder, oh, will they actually be releasing this product? I'm not so sure. So.
Since 1999, Fantasy has been a human-centered product innovation team that ships pioneering products for the world's most pioneering companies. In short, we ship products used by billions. When SuperOne approached Fantasy, we saw the opportunity for players to win, for SuperOne to delight, and for players, affiliates and more to connect. SuperOne. We believe. Here is a world-first exclusive glimpse at our early-stage UX explorations. We continue to work in tandem with SuperOne and visionary Andreas Christensen to create a world-class gaming experience that will become not just the standard by which others are measured, but the level which they dream to reach.
Sweet Lord. That's it. Guys, game over. That's what's happening. We are a few months away from this gaming platform launches still this year. You have this insane concept where you're being paid instantly, and you saw the type of crazy money that you can make with a few enrollments, just few active members inside of your team. Things don't get any better. So whoever has invited you onto this webinar, it's very important that you go back to them. At the very least, even you may have still questions. I'm a green person, I always have questions. If you still have questions, ask those questions, go back at the very least, I need you to ask for the link so that you can download the app and check out this crazy affiliate application that the company has just launched. You can check it out. You can go on the inside, that's free. And if you're ready to buy a package, get that package. Get yourself onto that founding member program bonus, secure that as soon as you can before that is out. That's it. That's it from me. It's getting late. I'm hoping that you've enjoyed this presentation. Thank you very much for staying to the very end. And I'm hoping also that we're going to see each other on one of our private calls, because we do that for the people that work with us as well. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.